Hello, this is Spencer at Langston's Alternative Power. I was making this video. A customer was wanting to use this to run a freezer to freeze ice, and I just wanted to do a little demonstration. This one's a low head unit. I don't know if you can see that or not, but it's putting out about 50 watts at about 4.5–5 foot ahead. The 6-inch pipe. This is where we're getting the water from, the pond. This is the spillway going to the swamp. But it's got a 6-inch downpipe. It's about 2 or 3 foot long, runs under the water. It's actually sucking the water over the spillway, which reduces the power output, but still works fine. Right now we're got it hooked to this charge controller, which is charging this battery. And naturally, the bigger the battery bank, the longer you can run the source. But this is a 2,000 watt continuous 4,000 peak inverter, which is hooked to this Sawzall. It pulls about 1,200 watts when you got a load on it. I just wanted to show that you can run a refrigerator or a freezer or whatever, as long as you've got the storage capacity to, store the power in your battery bank. Doesn't really matter how much, your charge controller is putting out. It'll store that energy, because your thermostat on your freezer is going to cut on and off depending on, once it gets cool, it's going to cut off. And that'll give time for the batteries to charge back up. And the other scenario is this one here just runs straight from the hydro unit to this inverter. So you got to have at least 6 foot ahead to do that, and you're limited to at 6 foot ahead you only have about 500 watts. So if you got a really, really efficient freezer, that'll work. Or if you have more head, say 10 foot, you can do 1,000 to 1,500 watts at 10 to 15 foot ahead with the same unit. And this one with the Outback, you can run it's hooked up for 12 volt system. It's not spinning very fast. You can also hook it to, for 24, 48 volt battery banks. You can program this charge controller for it. Or you can run this inverter here, which I will show you, and hook this 3-phase line that's going into it. And I don't know if you can hear it or not, but the generator just sped up tremendously. Now you can see putting out about 120 volts. It's running these lights off a single phase through this 3-way plug I've got here. That's the 3-phase line coming in here. I'm just using 2 legs of the 3-phase to run these 2 lights. You can do that without an inverter. Or you can run it through the rectifier, and these run off a DC current also. The DC current's going to be a little higher voltage because you got 3 phases going into it. Now we'll plug in. This is the plug 3-phase for my inverter here. I'll get the plug back. It's not going to put out quite 120 volts because I don't have enough head. It'll take it a few seconds to cut on. And we're going to be somewhere around the 80, earlier it was around 90 volts. So I think I've sucked up some pond grass in my intake pipe. I have to clean that up. I don't have a screen on it. But it'll also run, whatever. If you got enough head, it'll be 6 foot ahead, it'll be 120 volts. This is about 4.5–5 foot ahead, so naturally it's not going to be as high a voltage because it's not spinning as fast. So I just wanted to show you that too. If you have any questions, just give me a call, 843-319-4830, or check us out online at Langston's Alternative Power. Thanks.